If you have one of these Salsco slicer seeders, they're one of the best ways to get grass growing in your yard. And in this video, I'm just going to go around all the features of this machine. In case you want one used, you don't have directions, and you need a little bit of guidance on what all the controls do and how to adjust the blade height. So we'll go around this machine, talk about all its features, and by the end of the video, you'll be able to run one by yourself. So to turn this machine left and right, we have these two hand brakes right here. Basically, if you squeeze this brake on, it will brake that wheel, cause the machine to turn to the left. And the same thing with the other side. Right now they're in the locked position, so it's not going to go anywhere. If you want it to move, you squeeze in, bring these levers down. As long as these handles are down, the machine's going to go forward. So if we take a look at this lever right here, this is in the transport position. So that means that these discs back here are not touching the ground. So if you need to go across the driveway or you're loading it, you're going to want your hopper box and these discs in the upper position. But when you're actually slicing and seeding, the cutting discs are up front. These are just discs that roll the dirt back over the grass seed. So when you're actually using the machine, you're going to want this down, and you want to make sure that this wheel is off the ground. That means that these discs are pushing the dirt back over the grass seed and in the proper position. Just remember, these discs back here don't do any cutting. All they do is roll. They're not under any type of power. Now when you're ready to drop the blades down to your predetermined position, you're going to move this lever here down. And that's going to actuate this little lock lever right here onto this bracket. So if I pull this up, you can see this notch on here. That's going to go down to this predetermined height position. So if I turn this screw, it's going to move this up and down. And as I lock the cutting blades into position, that's what determines the height of the cutting blades. I'll put a close-up on that so you can see how it works. So this knob here determines the height of this bracket, and the cutout in this bracket here will latch around this bracket, which determines cutting height. Now it's locked in place and ready to go. So this bar right here is basically to prevent hands and feet from going under the cutters. So right now it's in transport position. So if you're loading it on a trailer or moving it across the driveway, you're going to want this up. Now to lower it down, you pull this bolt right here. It's got a spring on it. Now it's in the down position, and you're ready to start spreading some grass seed. Now your grass seed is going to go inside this hopper right here. And this lever right here is going to determine how much grass seed you want coming down through the chutes. It's numbers from 1 to 10. Now you basically kind of have to play with this depending on your location, what type of seed you're putting down. I usually leave mine at about the 6th position, and that seems to work for my area. You may have to adjust it more or less depending on where you are in the US or other countries, and depending on what kind of grass seed you're using. But you'll see that the grass seed comes down through these tubes, and it goes into the slots that the cutters are actually up front, that the cutters have put in. These here just actually kind of roll over and put the dirt back over the grass seed. This video helps with the explanation on how to use one of these slicer seeders. They work great, especially the articulating part that can turn around corners very sharply, a lot better than some of the newer models that are out today. Hope this video was helpful and informative to you, and thanks for watching.